Hi, everybody. My name is Samantha Seaman. I'm an adjunct faculty member here at Purdue Global. I teach in the Master of Public Administration program. I have been teaching online for about 9 years, and I have been with Purdue for about 1 year now. A little bit about my background. I graduated from the University of Arizona in Tucson, Arizona. I got my bachelor's degree in political science and sociology. Um, Pretty quickly, I decided I want to go back to graduate school, and I went back and got my Master of Public Administration degree, my MPA, in May of 2000. Worked for a few years, and I'll talk about that, but worked for a few years, and then in December of 2008, I wanted to pursue my PhD and started working on my Doctor of Public Policy and Administration with Walden University, and I completed that degree and graduated in the spring of 2014. My career has been primarily federal civil service. I have about 28 years of federal civil service. Right after undergraduate, I started working for the Immigration and Naturalization Service with the Department of Justice. I worked in Tucson, Arizona for a lot of years. And then in 2006, I transferred to the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center in Brunswick, Georgia. The FLETC, as it's called, is it's a training facility for basically all federal law enforcement agencies, and they also train local and state basic and advanced training programs. Um, Wonderful experience. I taught for my agency, which at that time was Immigration and Naturalization Service. If you recall, INS was changed after 9/11 with the Patriot Act when Department of Homeland Security was created. So I worked with them for my entire career. And at the FLETC, I was a basic training instructor. I also taught basic tactics, interviewing skills. And then in my last 2 years, I worked on accreditation for our federal law enforcement training accreditation. And we were successful in getting our first training program accredited. That was our instructor development course. I also did a lot of course development and training development with my agency there. In 2011, I transferred back to the field because that's where all the action is. And I was a first line supervisor. I managed 60 law enforcement agents. I managed 50 contract officers and a number of administrative staff. And so all of my skills in public administration really come from that time. I was promoted to an assistant field office director in 2017, and I have worked in congressional and media affairs, working alongside representatives from all of our congressional offices, both federally and on the state level. I also worked alongside our public affairs officer, doing all of our press releases and responding to media inquiries. I managed our mission support unit, so that included all of our finance, human resources, facilities management, you name it. I've probably done it in public administration. Those 28 years were really, really valuable, and I had an opportunity to work in a lot of different areas. But things come to an end, and this past October 31st of 2023, I decided that I was going to retire from my federal civil service job after almost 28 years, and now I am doing what is my absolute passion, and that's working in the classroom. So the two classes that I have taught for Purdue Global are PP 500, which are Public Administration and Management, and PP 612, which is Program Evaluation. PP 500 is a foundational class in the Master of Public Administration program. This course introduces a broad range of public administration topics and considers the function of management in the field. Topics include federalism, budgeting, leadership, resource management, ethical decision making, and all along those lines, to name a few. PP 500 is one of the first classes students in the MPA program will take, and it really sets the stage for future classes in the program. Like I said, it's a foundational course, and it introduces those topics generally. And as you go on through the program, you will take more specialized classes. So you may take a class specifically in leadership and human resources and ethics and budgeting. This course is really kind of like that 30,000 feet view. It's an excellent class to get you started in the program. PP 612, Program Evaluation, is a course that explores the development and practice of systematic program evaluation as it applies to public administration and nonprofit organizations. This course investigates the cyclical steps of program evaluation. It really is a cyclical process, and it goes through each one of those steps individually, looking at all validity, program development. It looks at different measurements, looks at ethics. It's really a very comprehensive class. If program evaluation is something that you are interested in, I strongly recommend it. My favorite thing about teaching with Purdue Global is the weekly live seminars where I get to have, live conversations with my students. We have candid conversations about the issues that matter to them, and looking to see about how the things that we're learning in class, apply to their individual interests. So regardless of whether your interest lies at the federal, state, or local level, or even nonprofit organizations, the Purdue Global Master of Public Administration program is designed to develop skills that will help you pursue careers in a number of public sector agencies and organizations. It is a wonderful program, and I really hope that I can see some of you there. So if you have any questions for me, I can be reached at samantha.seaman, Seaman, at purdueglobal.edu. Again, samantha.seaman at purdueglobal.edu. I hope to see you in seminar.